Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm Shane Gordon. I'm not fishing today. What I am going to do is a little review of my kayak. I had a subscriber ask me what equipment I use, what kayak I use. I use a couple of different kayaks. This one right here is the one I use the most. It is the Perception Pro 100. It's a very nice kayak. It's kind of beat up because I've used it quite a bit. But I'm going to show you exactly what's in this kayak, and then I'll show you my next kayak. It's got a lot of room back here in the back. It's got some scupper holes. It's about 57 pounds. I use the Lowrance Hook 2, and there's my little Hero, GoPro Hero that I use for frontal views. It's about 57 pounds. It's about 32 inches wide. It'll hold someone that's about 320 pounds. But I would not suggest that you stand up in this kayak. It's a little bit wobbly, but it's very agile and it gets around really well. This is my brush hook that I use. I'll just pull up to a little tree or brush or something. I can hook onto that, and there's my little knife that I keep attached right there. This seat is awesome. That seat is like sitting in a lawn chair. You can sit in that for hours and not get tired. It's pretty cool. But this is I use this more than anything, getting up in the creeks and coves and stuff like that. You can get in tight places. It also has a little hole up underneath here in order for you to mount your transducer. There it is right there. And that is pretty cool. It's something that Perception has. Only problem that I've had with that is sometimes I'll get hung up on a stump out in the middle of the lake. You go along there and kind of hit a stump, and it'll hang on it. You can kind of wiggle around and get it off of it, but that's the only problem that I've had with that. But other than that, this is a great kayak. I'm about to show you my next one. Okay, I'm back. All right, this is my next kayak. This is the Perception Pescador 12.0. It is a 12-footer Pescador. It's Brazilian for angler or fisherman, if you didn't know. Just want to let you know. Okay, this is a Pilot. In other words, it has the pedals. You can pedal this. This is what I use for, getting out on the main lake, big water, stuff like that. You can stand up in this kayak. It's very stable. I love it. This thing's awesome. This is my Hero 4 that I keep on the front. It's got plenty of space here. It is dirty still. I don't clean my kayaks as much as I should. But anyway, it has this awesome seat here. This thing is great. You can definitely sit in that all day. It's just no problem. It's like sitting on the beach in a lawn chair. This has the rudder system right here. Nice little rudder. And a lot of space in the back. This is where I put my crate that I keep my rod and reels on, and all my tackle. Everything stays in the back there. Has two good places here to keep things. Alright, now this is the Pilot Drive, and it's very smooth, nice and easy. Up underneath here, this is what it looks like. This thing does stick down in the water quite a lot, so if you're going to be in shallow water, you'd have to pull this thing up and down quite a bit. It's not as easy to pull up and down as, say, like the Hobies or the Topwater PDL. They don't stick as far down, and they'll pop right up. This thing you got to get the propeller just right before you can pop it up. So that's the only problem I have with this boat. It has the recessed transducer hole in there, just like my other one. But other than that, this is a great kayak. Check it out. Hey, this is made for big water. It doesn't have a good turning radius, so when you take this into coves and things like that, you'll get up in there and you'll have trouble turning around. I'll just break out my paddle and just go ahead and paddle my way, turn myself around, and go back the direction I need to. But not a good turning radius with this. But anyway, still, all in all, a great kayak. It's quite a bit heavier than my Perception Pro 10. It's still a great kayak. Alright, I'm going to show you one more, and that's the kayak that my brother fishes out of most of the time, David Gordon. He loves to fish out of his kayak, and I'm about to show you that one. Alright? Okay, Viola. This is my next kayak. This is the one that my brother fishes out of 100% of the time. This is the Heritage Featherlight 9.5 foot kayak. This thing can get in water that's 3 inches deep. It can go lots of places. It is a set-in kayak. You kind of set in there, and yes, it is dirty. The seat is pretty hard, so you're gonna want. What I done was I just took a regular cushion. I bought it like dollar store, and put it in there. That's made for chairs, but that helps out a whole lot with this kayak. Put your little cushion in there, and you can sit in there for a pretty good while. This is a great kayak. I've done a lot of fishing out of it. I bought this originally for my son, and he fished out of it for a long time, and now he's gotten bigger, and he wants he's getting a bigger kayak. You got places for rod holders. Now my brother, he's kind of cut out the back here, made it to where he can put a little crate in there where with all of his tackle boxes and things like that. Has 2 rod holders here, and this thing is extremely light. I'll post the stats on this kayak in the description. It's extremely light, and it can go anywhere. It's a great kayak. I don't know if I'd take it out on the big water, and I definitely wouldn't take it out behind the breakers, because this thing was swamped pretty easy trying to get through the waves and things. This is kind of the gist of my kayak fleet. If you guys like my channel, if you like my videos, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and that would help me out a great deal. Thank you, Paul Carr, for asking me to do this. I know it's a short video. This is my vehicle fleet. All of these will slide up in the back of my truck, and they're super easy to maintain and get around with. Please hit the subscribe button and come back and see me, okay? Fishing with Shane Gordon. Take care.